Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So I received a beautiful question today, or in the last 48 hours, about, Kat, I feel that my psychic abilities have been turned down. I also get messages saying, Kat, I feel like my psychic abilities have been turned up. From not really feeling very connected to now seeing synchronicities, now hearing my spirit guides or what I think is my spirit guides. So there's two things at play here, and it depends where you are on your journey. For some people, when they are initially activated at soul recognition, they then start to receive messages in a really strong way. And it can be overwhelming, it can be overpowering, it can feel sometimes like you can't even sleep because you're receiving messages, because your clairs and your psychic abilities are all turned on. Now, the other people will feel like their psychic abilities that they've always had, or they've had for many, many years, are being turned off. How can this be, Kat? Well, there is a very good reason why this happens. If you are new to really working with spirit guides, if you are new to really tapping into that mystical power, you are automatically, your dials start to turn on. So it will feel very strange. It will feel like you're receiving all these beautiful messages and you don't know how to translate them. You will maybe start to see things and taste things as all your clairs are being slowly turned on. You are also starting to work with divine source energy. Now, for anybody who is wanting to develop more, my Ready, Powerful and Mystic course helps you. It's 5 weeks where you learn how to work with spirit guides, you learn how to work with source energy, you learn how to work and give psychic readings, oracle readings, work with the sacred flame, work between the worlds. It's a beautiful course and it will help you really develop in your clairs and in a mystical psychic sense. That is there. Now, for other people that have been on the journey of where you have maybe been a healer, where you've maybe been a psychic, where you've maybe channeled for many years, maybe you're tarot and oracle reader, those people can feel like their radio dials of their channeling are getting turned down. Now, this can be very confusing because often you're seeing and hearing that people are saying, you know, my psychic abilities, I've never had really psychic abilities. Now I'm starting to be able to speak to my spirit guides, or, you know, I think I am. And if you need to know and understand who your spirit guides are, how to connect in with them, they are all on my Ready, Powerful, Mystic course. But for those people that are already working with their spirit guides, they're already channeling messages, your dials can feel like they're getting turned down, and it can feel pretty scary because you have worked in that way and you have lived your life that way, working as a multidimensional being and working with spirit guides and giving beautiful messages. For a time, your dials get turned down. And I always talk about it as dials because we are beautiful antennae and we are here. Every single person that walks the planet has the abilities to be psychic. It's just that a lot of the time that is quashed because we're in such ego mind. But when you start to tap in and allow Shakti to activate the third eye, then that's when your psychic abilities start to develop. And I want to say, you know, psychic abilities are like running a marathon. You've got to practice, you've got to strengthen that muscle. And so for those people that start to lose it and think, oh my goodness, and this is the message I got from somebody, Kat, I feel like I'm losing all my psychic abilities. From having them to now, I feel like they're going. And I'm, it can feel really scary. And I could tell by this person's post, they were feeling pretty worried about it. I want to reassure you, and this is never really talked about on this journey, but it is very, very real. I work with many people because I work with people that are on this journey, that are beautiful, beings that have already been out in the world helping and supporting people, maybe as a healer, maybe as a psychic, maybe as a medium. What I want to reassure you is what is happening is your abilities are rejigging. So instead of just working with your spirit guides, you are now tuning in, and what they have to do is almost turn it down to turn it back up again. And you are now tuning in to source and divine energy. It's like going from broadband to fiber. So when you start to shift on this journey and shift into a higher state of consciousness, you realize that you are consciousness itself expressing itself, and the messages and the channeling that you will give out will be instant. So you're shifting from how you receive the messages, whereas before it was more of a dialect. It was more of receiving the information in and giving it out. Now it is instant, and it is a constant flow, and it is from divine source energy. And so it is a lot higher frequency that you will operate in. The way that you give messages will not just be messages, it will vibrate, it will alter people's whole vibration. How you channel and how you even be in the world, you are vibrating at a very different frequency. Your aura is different. Your whole frequency, every single body, your emotional body, your physical body, your spiritual body, your emotional body, everybody is vibrating in a very different frequency. And your psychic abilities are now in a very different frequency. So I want to reassure you, I want you to know that do not panic about this. Yes, they often get turned down so you can connect in with this higher frequency. And so at this time, come home to yourself, work on yourself, connecting with nature, because believe you me, when they start to come in, it is powerful, it is divinely orchestrated, and you're learning how to work with this lot higher frequency, this lot higher tuning. So for anybody that has been on the journey a while, that has been that mystic, that has been that, maybe that therapist, maybe that healer, and I worked with somebody a while ago, and they had worked with people that were terminally ill with cancer, and their abilities had been turned down, and so that that's what they'd done it for years and years, and now suddenly they were feeling like they could no longer do it, and they were in a state of panic. And I reassured them and said, do not worry, I've seen this over and over again, and lo and behold, here they are, and they're working now in a frequency so beautiful. They messaged me just the other day to say, oh my goodness, Kat, you were so right in what you said to me. And so I want to reassure you, however it comes through, and this is the thing, it can be confusing, because if you're in maybe some twin flame groups or maybe some awakening groups and people are saying, yeah, all mine have been turned on and I'm, feeling really connected, and how do I develop further? And you're thinking, well, I've done this work for years and mine is feeling like it's been turned down or even turned off, and I'm panicking because it's what I love, it's what, I'm passionate about, helping people. Do not worry. It is just that you are being retuned, so to speak, into a higher frequency. I hope this helps. As I say, if you are, I want to develop further, I want to learn how to work with spirit guides. I want to learn how to work with divine and soul and be able to give channel messages and be able to work at a soul level and be able to understand who my spirit guides are and how to read the messages, and really, because I also want to say is they don't work, and how you receive messages is not sometimes in clear language how I'm speaking to you. They give you it in beautiful synchronicities, in beautiful messages, and it depends how your spirit guides and how divine works with you. But if you need to understand how to develop those beautiful clairs that get activated, then my Ready Powerful Mystic course is 5 weeks of deep transformation. And I have had so many beautiful reviews about how that course has really changed people's lives, to give out, beautiful readings and coach and help their clients, but also themselves too, to really understand the messages that they're receiving through. I send you so much love, many blessings.